Hey everybody, Shannon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Subnautica, grabbing the last two achievements, leave only time capsules and go among the stars. So we are going to be doing these using the dev menu trick. So what you want to do is you want to start up a new game on freedom mode if you haven't already. Once you get into the game, what you want to do is you want to hold the start button to skip the opening cutscene. That should put you in the escape pod, and now we need to turn on the cheats. So start button, left bumper, right bumper at the same time in the start menu to give you access to the dev menu. Head on inside, go to the command tab, and then turn on these very useful cheat codes. Once you have those, go to the give tab and then give yourself 2 ion crystals. They should be the item at the bottom. Just make sure you do that twice so you have 2 of them. Then after that, we're going to go back to the dev menu, left bumper, right bumper, and A to open up the manual text field, and then you want to punch in these 2 cheat codes: unlock space all and fix leaks, all one word. After you have all of that set, what you want to do is you want to head over to the fabricator, which is going to be on your right. Open it up, and then you want to build yourself a few items. First off, go to deployables, and then you want to scroll down the list until you get to the mobile vehicle bay. Make sure you craft one of these, since we need one to build the rocket ship platform as well as the rocket. Then open up the fabricator one more time, go to resources, and then go to advanced materials. You want to make sure you scroll all the way to the bottom and give yourself the hatching enzymes. This should be the last thing you need from the escape pod, so once you have everything, it's time to open up the dev menu and then teleport out of here. So first place you want to go is you want to make sure you head over to the aquarium. Once you are here, you are going to meet the Sea Emperor. They are going to talk to you for a bit. What you want to do is you want to stay here until the cutscene's over. Should take anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute or so. Once they swim away, you know you are good for this step of the achievement. So then what you want to do is you want to go back to the dev menu, head back to the teleport tab, and this time you want to warp over to the incubator. Once you are here and everything loads in, you want to turn around, and then you will notice behind you there are going to be a few eggs that you are going to need to hatch. So make sure you turn around, and then what you want to do is you want to make sure you interact with this square thing using one of your ion crystals. So make sure you just pop it down, and then that should get the eggs all glowing. Then the computer is going to appear, and then what you want to do is you want to make sure you go up to the computer and then add in your hatching enzymes, and that should get the eggs to start hatching. Then what you're supposed to do is you are supposed to turn around one more time, and you'll notice a staircase behind you. Make sure you swim up the staircase, and you will notice this triangle portal thing with a bunch of sand in front of it. What you want to do is you kind of want to hang out here until the Sea Emperor pops up, and then they are going to blow all the sand away. And then what you have to do is you have to add your second ion crystal into the little square thing to activate it. Then the little hatchlings are going to swim on into the portal, and you will notice as they are swimming, they're going to drop these orange orb things. What you have to do is you have to make sure you interact with one of these orbs. This is going to cure your in-story disease, which you need to do in order to beat the game, so make sure you do this. This also involves another achievement, which we've already covered in a different video. However, we're just adding it in here just for the sake of consistency. So once you have cured your disease, that's going to take care of the first of the 3 prerequisites in order to beat the game. We are going to open up the dev menu again, and this time we're going to work on the second prerequisite. This time you want to warp over to gun terminal. It should be towards the bottom of the list, but this is going to put you at this base right here, and what you have to do is you have to swim up this ramp and then interact with this button thing. This is going to shut off the gun terminal, which is going to take care of the second prerequisite, and then finally the third and final one is going to be to actually build the rocket. So you want to teleport to a big open area. I recommend teleporting to Rec 1. Once you make the jump, make sure you hit right on the D-pad to equip your mobile vehicle bay, and then hit right trigger to deploy it. It's going to deploy all the way to the surface, so make sure you chase it down, and once both of you have surface, you can actually climb on top of it, and then hit A on the little screen thing to open up another crafting menu. So you want to make sure you craft the Neptune escape rocket. It should be the second option under the vehicles. So make sure you craft that. Thanks to our cheat codes, this thing should craft super fast, so give it about 10 seconds or so. And also thanks to the cheat codes, you should also have more than enough supplies in order to build this thing. So once it deploys, it's going to give you this giant launching platform in the middle of the ocean. Swim towards it, and you'll notice there is another computer module on the platform, and then you interact with that in order to get access to the rocket crafting menu. So what you have to do now is you have to craft the rocket. It comes in 4 parts. Make sure you craft all 4 parts. This is going to take a while, but once again, thanks to cheat codes, we should have more than enough supplies as well as fast build on, so it shouldn't take too long. Maybe about a minute total for the whole thing. So make sure you build the elevator, the fuel booster, the fuel reserves, as well as the actual cockpit, and that should be the 4 parts to the rocket that you need. So once we have the rocket constructed, we are going to make sure we head to the back of this thing towards the elevator, and then we can ride this thing up all the way up to the cockpit and then head on inside. Once again, by now you should have gotten all those prereqs out of the way, including curing the disease as well as shutting off the gun terminal. So once you have everything, we can head on inside. Just open up the door. We need to turn on the 3 systems. There should be 3 latches around us. So first one is going to be the auxiliary power unit. Make sure you flip that. And then you want to go over here, turn on the communications array. And then you want to turn on the final thing on this floor, which is going to be the hydraulics system. So once you have all of those activated, we can take the ladder up to the actual command center. Over here, we need to do 3 things. First off, go to the primary CPU and flip the 3 switches to turn that on. Then you want to go to life support and then you want to flip that on. And the third one, which is optional, however you do need it for another achievement, is to fill up the time capsule. So go to the time capsule and then open it up. You need to put 3 things in here. First up, you need to put an item. You could put whatever you want. You should have a bunch of tablets if you punched in the cheat codes, so I just filled that up with 3 things. Then you need a message. Type whatever you want. Just go up to it. It's going to bring up the text field. Type whatever you want, and then the last thing you need is going to be an image. Go to that, click in the right stick to take a screenshot, and then you just want to go down to the select button and then press that, and that should add a photo in. Once you have everything, you actually can't get these 2 achievements with the cheat codes still active, so what you need to do is you need to make sure you make a save. Once the save icon goes away, make sure you quit out of the game, and you want to load the game back in without turning on cheat codes. So load the game back up. It should put you right back in the cockpit. Sit in the seat to launch the rocket. You should launch off and get yourself the last 2 achievements. First one is for filling the time capsule for 100 gamer score, and then the second one is going to be for beating the game for 200 gamer score. So that should be all of the achievements and the completion, and that's all there is to it.